The South Today bulletin, proudly brought to you in association with MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Tonight on the South Today, families of Christchurch Mosque shooting victims seek answers as a 6-week public inquest gets underway. It's a party on the streets for one central Otago town, celebrating spring with food and entertainment. And a few Southern heroes rode to save Kiwi lives as part of a national campaign for charity. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Simon Henderson. It's more than 4 years since 51 people were killed in the Christchurch Mosque shootings. Now, 6 weeks of public hearings are getting underway, with family and friends of victims hoping it may shed light on some unanswered questions.
These family members and friends of victims killed in the 2019 mosque terror attacks, looking for answers. A 6-week coronial inquest into the murder of 51 people began on Tuesday morning. It's looking to answer some of the questions that remain about the violent attacks on worshippers at the Al-Noor Mosque and Linwood Islamic Centre in March 2019. More than 600 people, families of victims, survivors and witnesses, are expected to attend over day one of the hearing. A further 100 registered to watch the hearing online. Muslim community leaders are hoping the long-awaited coronial inquest may finally put to rest some unanswered questions. The first phase of the inquest is set to focus around 10 key issues, including the initial emergency response and whether anyone could have been saved with faster medical treatment. Other aspects being investigated during the hearing are the steps taken to apprehend the offender. It'll also examine whether the offender had direct assistance from anyone else and whether the emergency exit door in Al-Noor Mosque's main prayer room failed to function during the mass shooting. The terrorist Brenton Tarrant was sentenced to life in prison without parole in 2020. He pled guilty to 51 counts of murder, 40 of attempted murder and 1 of engaging in a terrorist act. Family members of the victims are hoping that the full truth from that fateful day may finally help them find closure. In Christchurch, the South Today.
Some of Central Otago's most environmentally conscious children have put their heads together, sharing their ideas for the future. Dozens of school pupils from across the region took part recently in a day of green activities as they grow into sustainable young residents.
Getting their hands dirty in the garden and digging deep for a better future. 65 pupils from 10 schools across Central Otago put on their thinking hats this week as part of an Enviro Schools workshop at Otago School. The initiative supported by the Central Otago District Council with the aim of encouraging tamariki to get involved in their community.
It's great because Enviro Schools program really creates some young people who are thinking sustainably for the future. So the fact we've got our young residents of Central Otago District thinking sustainably, we can only get greater things for the environment and for the people of the district for the future.
The Hui also celebrated 21 years of the Enviro Schools program across Otago and 15 years of work in Central Otago. The young Enviro warriors tried their hands at map making, propagation and pest identification over the day as part of their Living Landscapes theme.
They really like coming together and seeing each other, and the teachers and principals who come really love it too, because it gives them a chance to share their ideas and get to know more people around the area.
Regional facilitator Lucy Frank is hoping the students will take on board the environmental ideas and pass on their knowledge to others in the community. In Otago, the South Today.
History revved back to life near Dunedin over the weekend as vintage automotive machinery took centre stage. Motoring enthusiasts and curious onlookers gathered in Outram on Saturday, admiring the classic automotive vehicles as part of the Otago Vintage Machinery Club Open Day. The club was formed more than 4 decades ago by a devoted crew of around 30 retired men who have been meeting every Wednesday since 1981. The members say they're passionate about preserving these mechanical relics, which they believe are important pieces of technological history. The open day was aimed at giving people the chance to appreciate the craftsmanship and innovation throughout the years. A central Otago town has celebrated spring in spectacular fashion, with locals getting together for an annual street party.
Acrobatic gymnasts and bubble-blowing fairies were among the parade of entertaining performers on show in Cromwell over the weekend. Hundreds of people flocked to the town's heritage precinct on Sunday, celebrating this year's Cromwell Promotion Street Party and enjoying the range of food and activities on offer. A DJ got the party started with some upbeat music, with a number of cultural groups performing traditional song and dance during the night. There was plenty of activities for young kids to enjoy, including a bouncy castle, some face painting and sari wrapping demonstrations. The street party ended in grand style, crowds gathering near the lakeside to watch a fireworks display light up the night sky. Marketing manager Tanya Dennis says there's a growing international community in the town, and the celebration is a great way of recognising the changing landscape. In Cromwell, the South today.
Although summer's more than a month away, there's been an influx of caravans in Dunedin visiting over the long weekend for an annual rally.
Rows of motorhomes parked up in Dunedin ahead of Labour weekend, taking part in the Motor Caravan Association's Bottom of the South Otago rally. The annual event brought together motorhome owners across the country, from Northland down to Southland. Robin Fisher-McRae started campervanning in the North Island around 17 years ago, before moving south and joining up with the Otago motorhome group.
Because I still like to have the space, of your home when you return. But when you're here and you're with others, you're doing things, or you're walking, or you're going out cycling, or you're meeting, and, we have happy hours where we all catch up every day.
The rally ran through until Labour Day on Monday, with the motorhomers taking part in a range of activities to socialise and celebrate their relaxed lifestyles. In Dunedin, the South today.
Central Otago may be known for its long bike trails, but some southern locals decided to tackle a long journey on the water instead. Hardy kayakers and rowers travelled across Lake Dunstan over the weekend as part of a charitable campaign, which one man holds close to his heart.
Bagpipes ringing over the lake, greeting tired crews after a long journey. Lake Dunstan was littered with kayakers and rowers on Sunday morning, raising money for the National Row for Life campaign. The initiative supports 4 charities, including the Lions Melanoma Skin Check Bus, a cause close to Clyde District's Lion Club member James White.
When we had a hair about 3 months ago, that's where my arms were good but that piece there's still not.
White has had an ongoing battle with skin cancer and kayaked from Cromwell to the Clyde Dam alongside his daughter and 2 grandsons to raise awareness of the importance of getting skin checks. The family were supported by Invercargill Rowing Club and Oriti Surf Lifesaving Crews. The event, the first real fundraiser for the Rowing for Life Aotearoa campaign.
Yeah, it's proved really exciting and rewarding, especially having the surf lifesaving up here from the surf down in Invercargill to the quiet waters of Clyde.
The initiative also raises funds for the Child Cancer Foundation, Starship Hospital and Surf Lifesaving New Zealand. Row for Life is set to take to the water at Stewart Island in December, finishing up at Cape Reinga next July. In Clyde, the South today.
Our whaiakine still to come on the South today. We go inside a Dunedin art studio which supports mental health, and age is no barrier in one water race as competitors raise money for charity.
Great Britain has a collection of varied landscapes and countryside to rival anywhere else in the world. And the best way to see it is to walk.
Such a sweet girl. you dreaming about?
Just music.
The Power of Dreams by Honda.
Here at Age Concern Otago, we offer a range of services to support Otago seniors to age well with dignity and independence. We provide social work support, visiting service, health promotion and social activities. Check out what we have on offer at ageconcernotago.com.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
A poorly maintained heat pump can lose up to 35% of its output. The Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner team are experts. Their specially developed chemical wash is totally biodegradable. Call Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner and get the job done by the professionals.
Earth is a planet of extremes. Extreme places and extreme animals. But some animals are more extreme than others. Join us as we count down to find the most unusual, the most extraordinary, the most extreme.
Welcome back. A Dunedin studio is helping tangata whaeora explore their creative side, using art to help support mental health and addiction issues.
Dunedin's Arts Centre is taking an artsy approach to well-being challenges like isolation and mental distress. The award-winning art studio helps around 200 people with a range of issues by giving them a safe space to learn and enjoy making art in relaxed surroundings. Anna Craw regularly attends these sessions, spending her time working on these intricate pieces and putting in more than 1,000 hours of stitching. Director Paul Smith says a number of talented artists have come through the doors, and he's proud to see their progression in skill and growth in mental well-being.
There's a lot of benefits that people get out of coming here, whether it's learning something new, connecting with people, just feeling safe and accepted for who they are.
Arts Centre is staging an exhibition of Craw's textile works at its pop-up gallery. It'll be open for the public to check out until late this month. In Dunedin, the South Today.
Choppy waves and grey skies weren't enough to deter swimmers from braving the cold over the weekend for an iconic Dunedin competition. The White Island race saw surf lifeguards digging deep for a gruelling challenge, one competitor hitting the waves for his 50th race.
And they're off, paddling against the surf for a big competition. Dunedin's St Clair Beach turned into a racetrack on Saturday as dozens of competitors took to the water for the 2023 White Island race. The 5-kilometre event had athletes racing from the beach around White Island and back, with 71-year-old Graham Newton competing in the waves for his 50th time.
Oh, no different than any other year, but the surf today is a bit more user-friendly than it has been for the last couple of days, so we hope it's going to be all good.
It's the annual event's 54th year running, showcasing 3 categories: swimming, boards and boats. Competitive open water swimmer Ruby Heath says she got to know the local conditions pretty well, coming first in the swimming race.
Oh, you can't kind of get anything better than this. New Zealand's pretty special for its surf and its surf culture, so to be a part of it's quite special.
Newton says good local knowledge and paddle techniques were the secret to success in the race, proving that age is just a number. In Dunedin, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. A 6-week inquest into the Christchurch Mosque shootings began today with hopes it'll answer some questions. Cromwell sprang into life for its annual street party, treating residents to some music and fun activities. And a few southern locals travelled across Lake Dunedin in their rowing boats on Sunday, raising money for cancer charities. Now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT with Associate Editor Mike Houlihan. Mike.
Evening, Simon. Well, it's an exciting day for us tomorrow. It's the culmination of our several-month-long Year at the Farmer promotion. We reveal who is the Farmer of the Year in the Year at the Farmer. We've also got the news of the new head of the Dunedin study, formerly helmed by the late Professor Richie Poulton. We've got a stinging report from the Ombudsman about the lack of council transparency when it comes to meetings. In the Fresh tomorrow, our food and fashion section, we have an interview with Professor Lisa McNeil from Otago University about her researches into fashion. And the sports section is all over the Black Ferns who are in town this week, prior to their big test on Saturday at the stadium.
Sounds like a lot of colour in the paper tomorrow. Thanks very much for that, Mike.
Thank you.
Time now for a look at tomorrow's weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, some severe weather arrives in the south tomorrow and Thursday, with gales possible near the south coast tomorrow night and low-level snow expected late on Thursday. Heading to the top of the South Island, Nelson receives moderate northwesterlies, fine and a high of 23, moderate northeasterlies and fine for Christchurch, a high of 23, cloudy and moderate northerlies for Greymouth, a high of 18. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago, fine with moderate northwesterlies for Ashburton, 24 degrees. Timaru is also fine with moderate northwesterlies and 23 degrees, afternoon northeasterlies and high cloud increasing for Oramuru with 21 degrees. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes, Wānaka and Alexandra have freshening northwesterlies with high cloud increasing, 21. Queenstown is on 20, light northwesterlies and high cloud increasing. Heading further south, Balclutha, Gore and the Catlins see freshening northwesterlies and cloud increasing, 19 for Balclutha and Gore, 18 for the Catlins. Across to Invercargill, cloudy with showers tonight, cloud increasing and lowering tomorrow with rain developing in the evening, northwesterly winds increasing to become strong and gusty late in the day, and possibly gale force conditions tomorrow night. Thursday looks to become very cold during the day with frequent showers, hail and sleet later on, and strong gusty southwesterlies. And heading to Dunedin, some cloud tonight, fine and mostly sunny tomorrow with moderate northeasterly winds, high cloud increasing from late afternoon. Thursday looks cloudy, dry at first with northerly winds dying out, but cold southwesterlies could develop during the afternoon with showers and possible thunderstorms. Thursday night becoming very cold with a low of 1 degree overnight, some wintry showers, hail and sleet likely, and a chance of snow on the higher hills. And that's the news this Tuesday. For the latest news and videos from the Southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. You can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand, or follow us on Facebook. Just search for The South Today NZ to see our favourite stories from around the regions. We'll see you again soon. Ka kite a papu.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.
The South Today Bulletin proudly brought to you in association with MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.